Last night, Willie talked about just being upset about just the effort, just the focus. What did you kind of like about just the way y'all responded tonight and just put up a better fight?
I thought we was just more aggressive in our approach in terms of physicality, fouling, getting to the free throw line. It's always, a sign that you're being more aggressive when players start complaining to the referees, and I think most nights we're complaining, which means that, teams are being aggressive, and I think tonight they was complaining a little bit, which is a sign that you head in the right direction. But I think it was just a more aggressive mentality, and we got some stops. I think that helps. That helps with transition. Got out and ran, and it was a more entertaining game in terms of us, competing and giving ourselves a chance. Obviously, we didn't get enough stops, and that's a really good team you're playing against, and they're big, they're athletic, they scramble well on defense, and they hit some big timely shots, but I thought we competed.
And Trey had a season high in points tonight. What's it been like just over the past couple of years, just seeing him add all the different elements to his game?
Yeah, I think it's the confidence of getting the reps, obviously, but then, seeing the work translate. I think he's setting up his drive with his shot a lot better. Obviously, his handle has improved, but I think he's getting more north-south quickly, reading when to get the floater off. Some great finishes, stuff that he's worked on with Brew. And he's going to have success because he loves the game, right? Like, he loves basketball. I go at night, he's in the gym, you know what I mean? On off days, he's getting his work in. He's there early for practice, and that stuff pays off down the road. And I think you're just starting to see him slowly get more comfortable in different situations. He did a lot of pitch actions, they're denying and being aggressive, pitching and getting the ball back. Got downhill and did a good job of reading where the help was, right? Where's the shot blocker? When do I pick up the dribble? How to find contact? And I think that's a sign of his growth. I think he had 12 free throw attempts. Obviously, he's going to make threes and do that type of stuff, but being able to get to the free throw line will be really important for him.
And Yves obviously been playing really well all season. What's it been like? What was it like tonight, seeing him battle against another really good rookie big?
Yeah, it's a tough matchup, and that's a guy that's very tall, very athletic in terms of how he moves as a 7'5" guy. And Yves held his own. It's a tough situation to be in as a young player to have to play a back-to-back. He's had to play a lot of minutes. He's had to carry a lot of the load that probably wasn't expected, for him or for our team coming in, and I think he's responded well.
CJ, how close do you feel like y'all are?
Some nights we're really close, and other nights not so much. I think it's just more consistently doing the little things. Last night it was second chance, right? Rebounds, those types of things that hurt us, and then they got out in transition and ran, and we didn't do a good job in our scramble and gave up threes. I think tonight they just played better than us. I don't think it was a lack of effort. I think we're getting closer. We need more nights where it looks like this in terms of transition, getting stops, scrambling, communicating, fouling more. That means you're being more aggressive. I think all of those things, the right types of fouls, right, aggressively making plays on the ball and just being more aggressive with our switches. I think those are signs of us heading in the right direction. Now we got to string it together for longer periods of time and for 48 minutes or as close to it as possible.
And how do you feel like Willie sort of navigated these tough times for y'all?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for everybody, especially the head coach, being in a situation where you have so many guys injured, guys slowly coming back, can't really practice. There's too many games, guys not being able to practice because of injuries. All those things have kind of affected us, and you can see it in our play, how sporadic it's been. It's a sign of the up and down season of injuries, practice, travel, games, and it wears on you, and then you're playing good teams. It's tough to win healthy, and when you're not healthy, the margins are smaller. You got to do everything better. You got to rebound better. You got to screen better. You got to make free throws. You got to make open shots, and I think those types of things have showed, as the season has progressed, that we haven't done the little things as well as we would like. And I mean, he's done the best that he can do considering the circumstances of staying even keeled and challenging us. And holding us to a higher standard, and I think we're heading in that direction. Now we got to string together a full game and get a win.
CJ, do you feel like the team's always trying to battle from behind? And I'm referring to first quarter. It seems like you guys oftentimes fall behind by some kind of margin.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to look at the history of it. I mean, we only got 5 wins, so we've been behind a lot. Throughout the whole game, whether that's in the beginning, the middle, or the end. I think we have slippage, whether that's 2 minutes or 3 minutes throughout each game where the game is, within reach, and then there's slippage where they go on a run, whether that's 10-0, 8-0, 12-0, where we go empty, 6, 7, 8 possessions, and that shifts the whole game. And that's happened consistently. And I don't know what quarter it's been. It's kind of been fourth quarter, third quarter, second quarter, first. It's been like different points throughout the game, throughout the season, but I think that's been the difference. Those lulls where even against Houston, they go on a run. I think Fred hits 5 threes in the third quarter or something like that. That was a point where we had 8 or 9 empty possessions in a row where we don't score, and then they come down and score. That changes the whole game.
And I guess what kind of challenge has the season been for you? A guy who's done a whole lot of winning in this league, not used to being in this position.
That is tough. It's tough. You just got to understand, from a perspective standpoint, why you play the game, how you prepare, and how you want to be remembered for playing the game. And I think I try to do things the right way. I work hard. I approach the game with the right mentality, regardless of our record, regardless of where we're at. And I understand that, character is built, during these tough times. You can grumble, you can complain, you can pout, or you can just try to figure it out. And I think, this type of adversity helps build the right type of character. And I think I have a really good foundation and a good perspective of life, and life with basketball, but also life without it. But it's been a hard year, the hardest year that I've had. And I've had injuries. I've had lots of things happen. I've had COVID seasons. But this is a different type of mental strain, different type of physical strain that I've gone through along with the rest of the team. And it's difficult, but as the saying goes, it could be much worse. So you just got to keep the perspective and really just try to control what you can control and approach the game the right way and play hard and leave a lasting imprint on how you play the game each night.